Hi, today we are going to say about self and mutually induced EMO and where this concept is applicable. And whenever you are studying the operation of transformer, we should know the self and mutually induced EMO. So that only we can understand the concept of transformer. So there are two kinds of EMOs are developed in the primary and secondary winding of the transformer. One is called self-induced EMF and another one is called mutually induced EMF. So these two EMFs were developed in the transformers. So the first one is self-induced EMF. So here I have shown a animated images, and here you can see that a coil is connected across a AC source, and whenever this coil is connected across a AC source, so there will be a current flow. So that magnitude is depends on the reactance of the coil or the impedance of the coil. So whenever the current is flowing through this coil, so that develops the magnetic field and magnetic flux lines that are represented by the red color lines. So these red color lines indicates the flux produced by the coil. So that flux density is varying from 0 and it reaches the maximum value, maximum flux pi m, and again it reaches the negative maximum. So whenever we are energizing a coil, so it makes a current flow, and that current flow develops the magnetic field, and magnetic field produced by this coil cuts the same. So as per the Faraday's law, whenever a magnetic flux cuts the coil, so there will be a EMF. So based on that, it develops a self-induced EMF in the coil. So that EMF induced in that coil can be expressed as L. It is the self-inductance of the coil, and di by dt. So this is the expression for the EMF developed in the coil. So it introduces the EMF itself. So they are naming it as a self-induced EMF. Then another concept of induced EMF is mutually induced EMF. And here in that animated image, I have shown two coils. One is excited by the alternating current and another one coil is connected with a load. And here the EMF applied to the coil 1, which is connected across the AC source, creates the magnetic field, and that magnetic field travels through the magnetic path and it reaches the nearby coil which is connected with the load. So that cuts the coil which is near to the exciting coil. So it develops an EMF in the nearby coil. So it is called as mutually induced EMF. So in this circuit, there will be the two EMF. One is self-induced EMF and another will be in the nearby coil, that is called as mutually induced EMF. So this is the concept of self and mutually induced EMF. Thank you.